Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. For this video, it's not going to be so much of a tutorial as it's going to be more me actually just working on my dice rolling app. Now we're actually going to be working on resolving an issue with the D4 dice. So let's get to it. All right, so here I have my project and I'm just going to play through it real quick so that you can actually see the issue that we're going to be fixing in this video. So here I have my D20 dice. I'm going to give it a good shake and a roll. And when it comes to a stop, you can see 8, which is on top, highlights yellow. And that's how it's supposed to be working. Now I'll reset it and give it another roll. So there we go, 17, still working. 17's highlighted. Looks like I need to actually shift it down a little bit. It's not very center. We can try another dice. Here's a D6 dice. Okay, and there you go. When it rolls a 5, the 5 is now highlighted. So let's go look at the D4. So here I have a D4. I'm going to give it a roll. When it stops rolling, you can see nothing happens. The 4s, which are on top, do not highlight. And that's because there's more than just one number that needs to be highlighted. My code, all the other dice only have one number per face. The D4 is a little different, where it's got 3 texts per side or per number. So let's stop the game and we'll go look at the project. So here on my D20 dice, you can see I have these different sphere objects. And these are how I detect which face is on top and what the dice rolls. And so each face and each number has a sphere connected to it. On these objects, you can see I have a script called dice number. And in that script, you can see I have one variable, which is a text mesh pro. So if we go over to my D4 dice, you can see it's all the same setup. I have the same script on there. But like I said, each corner has 3 different text boxes. And so let's go into the code and we'll make a few modifications to fix this issue. So the first thing that I need to do is add a new variable. This is also going to be a text mesh pro variable, but I'm going to make it an array. I'm going to call it text group. You can then see in my onEnable and onDisable function, I have an action that I'm listening for, which is calling this reset function. And in the reset function, I'm just taking the text variable and I'm setting its color to white. Now real quick, I'm going to add an if statement just to make sure that the text variable is not null so that we don't throw an error just in case the variable is not set to anything. After these lines, I'm then going to create another if statement where I'm going to check to see if my array text group is also not null. And inside this if statement, we're going to have a for each loop where we're going to loop through each element in our array and set its color to white. And so for each text mesh pro, I'm going to call it T in text group. And then inside, we're just going to set T.color equals color.white. From here, I can then copy the first if statement. I'm going to put it in this highlight number function above where I'm setting the text object's color to yellow. And then I'm going to also copy the other if statement and the for each loop and paste it in the same function. From here, all I have to do is change the color from white to yellow. And then I'm going to save my script and go back to Unity. In Unity, I just need to select each sphere object on my D4 dice. I'm going to remove the value for our text variable, and then I just need to drag each text object under each sphere into the text group variable. So each sphere should have 3 text objects per text group. Once I've done this, I can test my project again. We'll give the D20 another roll just to make sure that we didn't mess anything up. We'll see how good of a roll I can do. Ah, dang, I won. So now we'll switch over to the D4 and we'll give that a couple rolls. Another one, but hey, look, it highlighted all the ones on top. We'll reset the dice, give it another roll. Wow, keep rolling a 1. See if I can get anything else. Oh, there we go. Got a 4 and it highlighted the 4. Ah, dang, I keep rolling 1s. Now that's everything I'm going to cover in this video, but I'm one step closer to completing this project. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And if you feel like it, you can subscribe to my channel so that you can be up to date whenever I put out new videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.